the people that be ruled by sea and land. Even to them came they, and they nourished them up that planted the vineyards, from whence the wine cometh. These also make garments for men. These bring glory unto men, and without women cannot men be. Yeah, because we got to come to our mother's birth canal. It says, yeah, and if men have gathered together gold and silver, or any other godly or goodly thing, do they not love a woman which is comely, is beautiful, in favor and beauty? And letting all those things go, do they not gape? And even with open mouth, fix their eyes fast on her? And have not all men more desire unto her than unto silver or gold or any goodly thing whatsoever? They give everything to that woman. That's what men do. And a man leaveth his own father that brought him up, and his own country, and cleave unto his wife. He sticketh not to spend his life with his wife, and remembereth neither father, nor mother, nor country. Remember, don't remember anything behind that woman. By this also ye must know that women have dominion over you. Do ye not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman? Wow. Yeah, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal, to sail upon the sea and upon rivers, and looketh upon the lion, and goeth in the darkness, and when he have stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love, to his woman. Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. Yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits for women, and become servants for their sake. See that? And you know they got power, man. And with this, it's always been that way. It's just our women were more humble. They didn't have women's lib. But when they were so in line in the spirit that a man you would love to do this for a woman. Look how many brothers in jail right now behind a woman. Behind what I just read? Yes. Can you speak up?
I was wondering if men do that for old ladies, or at least it's nice, fine, young, sentimental.
You mean for any woman? It depends on the woman. It depends on, like I say, her charm. Because it's like when you go into the women's scripture, they tell you how a woman can she have that way that she can charm a man. And this, I've seen women just strong men be listening to the truth. They say, "Come on," and they just follow right behind them. They have that power. That's what I say. Women shall rule over them. It's all in the spirit. It's a spiritual. It's something that's spiritual more so than just carnal. Carnal, a beautiful woman, that adds to it. If she's in the spirit, there's nothing more worth than that. At the same time, women do have power when they tap into their power, just like men have power when they tap into their power. And that's what it says, no more. The Most High, He loves it nothing more than a man and a woman that agree. A wife that agrees with her husband and so forth.
Some men, they tend to power by body parts on the female. She has power on her chest. She has power, on her trunk.
Well, those are men that's carnal. You supposed to be dealing with men like that. If it's like that, then that's carnal mind. That's not dealing with the spirit of what we talk about now. You know what I mean? A man, he's talking about, we're supposed to be changed and become new creatures so that a lot of those things don't matter. the spirit should matter more so than the flesh. Because you can have the beautifulest woman in the world, and she be a demon inside. Because she been flaunted, they done catered, she been catered to her when she was not around her men always hitting on her. She knows she's all that. What comes, like you said, I told you before, not only the men but the women being conceited. You know, she all puffed up and thinking that she all that. That's not something that is righteous. That's wrong. Like he asked the question, that's a prime example of how someone can be their own power. And they more important than the Most High, because they put themselves in that position. And you know, like I said, like I just say, verse 26, yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits for women, and become servants for their sakes. You know, many also have perished, have erred and sinned for women. And now, do you not believe me? Is not the king great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him? Yet did I see him, and upon me, the king's concubine. Not the king. He's a wife, but a concubine is like a mistress. The daughter of the admiral Bardicus, sitting at the right hand of the king, and taking the crown from the king's head and setting it upon her own head. She also struck the king with her left hand. That's real bold. Struck the king with her left hand, and yet for all this the king gaped and gazed upon her with open mouth. Wow, she hit him with the left hand, and he looking to see if she's mad at him or if she's not mad at him. With his mouth open, the king. If she laughed upon him, he laughed also. But if she took any displeasure at him, the king was fain to flatter. He gonna look sad, that she might be reconciled to him again. He gonna try and work her to make her love him again. O ye men, how can it be but women should be strong, seeing they do this thus? Then the king and the prince looked one upon another, so he began to speak of the truth. You gotta bring the truth in here, because nothing more powerful than the truth. But this is the same man, the first thing he talked about was women. Then he come with the truth. O ye men, are not women strong? Great is the earth, high is the heaven, swift is the sun in his course. For he compasses the heavens round about, and fetches his course again to his own place in one day. And it makes that complete circumference in one day. Is he not great that maketh these things? Therefore great is the truth, and stronger than all things. All the earth calleth upon the truth, and the heaven blesses it. All works shake and tremble at it, and with it is no unrighteous thing. Wine is wicked, the king is wicked, women are wicked, all the children of men are wicked, and such are all their wicked works, and there is no truth in them. And their unrighteousness also they shall perish. As for the truth, it endureth, and is always strong. It liveth and conquereth forevermore. With her there is no accepting of persons or rewards, but she doeth the things that are just, and refraineth from all unjust and wicked things, and all men do well like of her works, meaning following the Most High's laws, being obedient. Neither in her judgment is any unrighteousness, and she is the strength, kingdom, power, and majesty of all ages. Blessed be the Most High power of truth. And with that he held his peace. And all the people then shouted and said, great is the truth, and mighty above all things. So, but you see, you got that woman, then you have the truth. You got the truth, then you have the woman. I mean, as far as him bringing out his the greatness, he brought all that about the woman, even more so than what he put concerning the truth. Because he went into how somebody said the wine, and he said the king, or the king, and the wine, then the women. He said, hey, he gave analysis of how powerful they are. Women are powerful. And, you know, when you look at the things that have been done in the past and how they have controlled men and what they did in wickedness too. That's why you look at Jeremiah 44. We'll start at verse 14. So you'll see, like I'm saying, you know, the southern kingdom women was in captivity with the men. This is what it says, verse 14. Jeremiah 44:14. So that none of the remnant of Judah, as the southern kingdom, which are gone into the land of Egypt to sojourn there, shall escape or remain, that they should return into the land of Judah, to the which they have a desire to return to dwell there. For none shall return, but such as shall escape. Only ones that escape shall return, he said, into the land of Judah. Then all the men which knew that their wives had burned incense unto other idols, when the Most High said we're not supposed to be doing this, and all the women that stood by, a great multitude of women, even all the people that dwelt in the land of Egypt and Pathros, answered Jeremiah, saying, as for the word that thou hast spoken unto us by Shema Mashiach Yahushai, we will not hearken unto thee. So we ain't gonna listen to you. Remember, the Most High said we're supposed to be obedient. We are supposed to be obedient unto the Most High. But what the women say, we ain't gonna listen to you. But we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our mouth, to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven. Hear that? Going all the way back to Semiramis, the Queen of Heaven. You know, Diana, known by many different names. So they're going to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done. We and our fathers, our kings, and our princes. Hear that? We, the women, multitude of women, and our fathers, following the same thing the women doing. And our kings, even the kings did the same thing that the women was doing. And our princes, all these are men. In the cities of Judah, and in the streets of Jerusalem, that's the southern kingdom. For then had we plenty of victuals. When we was wicked, we had plenty to eat, and were well, and saw no evil. Okay? But since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven, remember the Most High saying, there's going to be a new thing in earth. A woman shall compass of man. And we see it right here. But since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, we have wanted all things, and have been consumed by the sword and by the famine. And when we burned incense to the Queen of Heaven, and poured out drink offerings unto her, did we make her cakes to worship. This is what they do during their little pagan Christmas time. They make all these cakes and so forth. Did we make her cakes to worship her? And also during what other holiday? They do a lot of baking. Easter. Did we make her cakes to worship her, and pour out drink offerings unto her without our men? Then Jeremiah said unto all the people, to the men, and to the women, and to all the people which had given him that answer, saying, the incense that ye burn in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem, ye and your fathers, your kings, and your princes, and the people of the land, did not the Most High remember them? And came it not into his mind, so that the Most High could no longer bear because of the evil of your doings, and because of the abominations which ye have committed? Therefore is your land a desolation.